there are several things about this training camp that seem different from the outside. Obviously, the timing of the fight, with it being in January, we didn't get that build up because of Christmas and the New Year. So we've kind of only had 2 weeks, and there's been a bit of a build up. Now, as the fight's getting closer, we're starting to hear McGregor saying a few more things. But this has been a very quiet training camp for him, a very kind of focused training camp, which it kind of tells me that he's returning more to his martial arts ways, to less about the psychological game. I mean, maybe that's because he needs less of a psychological game against Cowboy. That's a possibility. But ultimately, I think he's tried to refocus himself. I think he realizes over the past couple of years or so, he's probably hurt his brand a little bit. Opinions of him have changed, and he's not the martial artist that he wants to be, or that he started out as. When he first stepped into the UFC, he's always been very brash, but he's always been very focused and very disciplined. And I think maybe he lost his way a little bit. And I think this training camp, it seems like he's tried to get back on track. One of the things that I think is very positive is that he seems to have, not really worried too much about being as close to 170 as possible. He seems to have kept his weight down, closer to 160, from what I understand. He's also brought his old boxing coach over from the Crumlin gym, which, that's a respect to where he came from, and also an old voice that he used to have in his corner and in his training sessions that will probably give him a bit of stability. So I think. I think it's a more focused training camp for him. I think it's more of a martial artist training camp as opposed to a performer's training camp, which is oftentimes he blurs the lines between martial artist and performer, and that's why we love him. That's why he's the biggest name in combat sports. But I think this time around, I think he just wants to come out, give a good performance, and show us what he can do with his martial arts. I'm excited for this one.